Why do numerous wealthy individuals happen to be Jewish? How does a community comprising less than 3% of the US population make up nearly a third of the Forbes 400 list? These are not just rhetorical questions, but a genuine curiosity that has puzzled sociocultural observers for decades. When we scan the Forbes 400 list, it becomes apparent that close to 25% of those listed are Jewish. Notable billionaires like Larry Ellison, worth almost $150 billion, and Sergey Brin, the co-founder of Google, with a net worth nearing $110 billion, are Jewish. Even the former mayor of New York City, Michael Bloomberg, worth about $96 billion, is Jewish. But this phenomenon isn't limited to the United States. Every European country boasts its share of Jewish billionaires. And here's the real surprise. Even in Russia, a nation often at odds with the United States, the richest billionaires are Jewish. This trend is not a recent development, it spans centuries. Take the Rothschild family, for instance. Some estimate their net worth to be around $500 trillion, a figure that surpasses the GDP of the United States, which sits at $23 trillion. This trend isn't a recent phenomenon, it's been centuries in the making. So, I want to make a disclaimer: this video isn't to spread hate or anti-Semitism or conspiracies, but rather to answer a very simple, basic question: why are there so many rich Jewish people? Centuries ago, in Europe, religion was deeply woven into the political fabric, and Jews faced significant discrimination. Picture a world where every facet of life was dictated by religious affiliation, where being a Jew was not just a matter of faith, but a life marked by adversity. Yet in this crucible of struggle, an incredible story of survival and success began to unfold. Historically, Jews in Europe faced a multitude of challenges, from pogroms and expulsions to the horrors of the Holocaust. These trials served as a bitter catalyst, pushing them to not just survive, but to thrive. They had to work harder, think smarter, and outperform others. Success wasn't just about prosperity, it was a matter of survival. But how did they do it? How did they rise from such adversity to become one of the most financially successful communities in the world? The answer lies in their indomitable spirit, their resilience, and an unyielding drive to succeed. In the face of widespread discrimination, Jews turned to the one avenue where they could compete on an even footing: commerce. They became traders, financiers, and business owners, roles that demanded a sharp mind and an even sharper instinct for survival. They honed their skills, developed networks, and adapted to changing circumstances. Moreover, their experiences taught them the importance of sticking together as a community. Their unity became their strength, helping them to weather storms and withstand the trials of history. They understood that their survival depended not just on individual success, but on the success of the entire community. And with each passing generation, these lessons were passed down, ingrained into the fabric of Jewish culture and identity. They learned to value education, to foster a strong work ethic, and to embrace the power of entrepreneurship. It's important to remember that these historical challenges didn't break the Jews. Instead, they molded them, shaped them, and made them stronger. They learned from their past, used it to fuel their future, and turned adversity into opportunity. This spirit of resilience and adaptability is a testament to their survival and success. The pressure to survive didn't just make them resilient, it also led them to embrace financial literacy. Unlike the European society of old, which discouraged the pursuit of wealth, Jews embraced financial literacy. They recognized early on that understanding the language of money was not simply a ticket to prosperity, but a necessity for survival. This was not about greed, but about the ability to navigate a world that often pushed them to the margins. In the Jewish culture, the value of saving, entrepreneurship, and business ownership was deeply ingrained. They understood that every coin saved was a step towards financial freedom. This culture of saving wasn't just about hoarding wealth, but about creating a safety net, a buffer against the uncertainties of life. It was about independence and resilience. In addition to saving, entrepreneurship was highly valued. They recognized that owning a business not only provided a source of income, but also offered the opportunity to create wealth. This entrepreneurial spirit was nurtured and passed down through generations, creating a legacy of business ownership that has persisted to this day. However, it wasn't just about creating wealth, it was also about capitalizing on opportunities. When the Soviet Union collapsed, it was a moment of global upheaval. But where others saw chaos, Jews saw potential. They seized the opportunity to establish businesses, invest in emerging markets, and expand their reach globally. This was not about exploiting a situation but about adapting to a changing world and making the most of the opportunities presented. This culture of financial literacy was further bolstered by their religious beliefs. In a world where loaning money with interest was frowned upon, Jewish law permitted it. This allowed Jews to dominate banking and trade, further enhancing their financial literacy. So it wasn't just about having money. It was about understanding how to use it, how to grow it, and how to protect it. This culture of financial literacy amongst Jews is not a mere coincidence but a result of centuries of adaptation, survival, and a deep understanding of the value of money. It's a story of resilience, adaptability, and the relentless pursuit of financial independence. And that's why this culture of financial literacy was further bolstered by their religious beliefs. Did you know that lending money with interest is permitted under Jewish law? This sets them apart from many other religions. In many societies, charging interest on loans, also known as usury, has been viewed as morally suspect or outright forbidden. However, in Jewish law, or halakha, this practice is not only allowed, but has been a significant part of their economic history. This unique aspect of their religion has enabled Jews to dominate sectors such as banking, lending, and trade, providing them with an edge in accumulating wealth over centuries. The Talmud, a central text in Judaism, encourages lending money to help others in need. However, it also allows for the charging of interest to ensure that the lender isn't disadvantaged by the transaction. This practical approach to financial matters has, over time, fostered a culture of financial literacy among Jewish communities from an early age. This isn't to say that every Jewish person is a banker or a lender, but the acceptance of these practices within their religious law has created an environment where financial matters are openly discussed and understood. It has ingrained a sense of financial savvy and acumen, allowing Jewish individuals to navigate the world of finance with a level of skill and ease that many others might struggle with. This financial literacy extends beyond just knowing how to make money. It also involves understanding how to manage money, how to invest it wisely, and how to ensure it continues to grow. This is perhaps one of the reasons why many Jewish families have been able to maintain and increase their wealth over generations. But it's not just about making and managing money, it's also about how you spend it. The Jewish community's approach to wealth isn't just about accumulation, it's about sustainability, longevity, and the security that comes from knowing you have the financial resources to weather whatever life throws at you. This is a crucial lesson that all of us can learn from, regardless of our religious beliefs or cultural backgrounds. Despite some stereotypical views, a frugal lifestyle is a significant contributor to the wealth accumulation of Jewish individuals. In examining the financial success of the Jewish community, it's important to understand the value they place on money. They see it not as an end in itself but as a tool, a means to an end. Money, in their perspective, is a resource that can provide stability, open doors, and create opportunities. Their approach to money is often characterized by a simple but powerful principle: prioritize saving over spending. This mindset is not about being miserly or depriving oneself of life's pleasures. Rather, it's about making conscious and informed decisions about how to allocate resources. It's about distinguishing between wants and needs, choosing to invest in assets that appreciate over time, rather than spending on fleeting consumption. Consider the concept of paying yourself first. Before paying bills or making purchases, they set aside a portion of their income for savings or investments. This practice, ingrained in their financial habits, ensures a consistent growth of their wealth over time. But it's not just about accumulation, it's also about preservation. They are cautious with their investments, often opting for diversified portfolios to minimize risk. They understand the power of compound interest and the importance of time in growing their wealth. Moreover, they pass on these values and practices to the next generation. Financial literacy is not just a skill, it's a legacy. It's a shared wisdom that's imparted from one generation to another, ensuring the continuity of their financial success. And yet it's not just about the money, it's about the freedom and security that money can provide. It's about the ability to contribute to their communities, to support causes they believe in, and to leave a lasting legacy. So, what makes the Jewish community so successful financially? It's a combination of historical challenges, cultural attitudes towards financial literacy, and a strong value system around money. Let's summarize what we've learned today. The financial success of the Jewish community is not a result of mere chance, but a blend of resilience born from historical challenges, a strong embrace of financial literacy, and a deeply ingrained value system around money. These factors have collectively shaped their journey, turning obstacles into opportunities, and fostering a culture of entrepreneurship and wealth accumulation. Understanding the historical context of their success helps us see that it's not about religion or conspiracy, but about resilience, financial literacy, and a strong value system around money.